Okay, I'm back, everybody. This is the last one, hopefully. But this is the last drawer right here, full of comic books that are non-Sonic related. And first of all, we'll start off what's in here. Now, I've already showed you these. These are the Ninja Turtle figures from the 2003 series. I showed you these in the drawer that's above the camera here. Well, actually, in that drawer, that's where I put them. This one right here. But the reason I had to move them is because, like I mentioned previously in the other ones, my nephew, my 7-year-old nephew, found these, so I had to move them into the upper drawer so he couldn't reach them. But these are all the Ninja Turtle action figures I have, and it's kind of ironic that I have them in here anyway, seeing as though I got something to talk about. And then, of course, we have these. I showed these before on YouTube. These are the Happy Meal toys of the Rescue Rangers that McDonald's brought out when the series was first aired and was new. This gadget right there. His Chip. Here's Monterey. Right there. I'm pretty sure they have zippers somewhere, unless they never had zipper out, but still. It's Monterey's. And, you know, I'm always having fun putting this guy's thing in, just like my mother's. And, there's Dale. So those are the action figures, or the Happy Meal toys anyway. Now, book-wise, this is the Rise and Fall of ECW. This is basically a companion book to the DVD that they brought out. It's got some colored pictures in it and everything, so it's a really good, interesting read. It's actually more, you know, read-wise, more of more detailed book-wise. Now, comic-wise, what do we have here? Well, let's take a look, shall we? These here, they're not in order, but still, these here are my Ninja Turtle comics, the ones that were released by Archie Comics. Here we have, actually I should put these in order, shouldn't I? It's a little difficult, but we'll fix that. Here we go. Yeah, it's a little bit more in order. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so first of all, let's start out with this. This is one of the specials, you know, kind of like how Sonic used to have his 48-page specials and all that. This is one of them. It's got, I believe, 2 stories. It's 48 pages, but it's got 2 stories focused on Raphael and Ninjara, Yumiko, if you want to call her that. It's pretty cool. It's more of comedic relief, if you will. So, the one line, there is one part I like in this. The first story is where they go to Yosemite. Raphael, Yumiko, or Ninjara, Raphael, Ninjara, and her little brother Naga. They go to Yosemite, and what happens is Ninjara's little brother gets captured by this hunting queen, and the one thing I like about this is this picture right here. When they go to rescue him, they have to kind of like put a ruse on, right? So Ninjara acts like she's wounded. They kind of look at this, and I love what this lady says. You know, she thinks it's incredible luck that they find a wounded female humanoid fox, but they assume, get this, she assumes it's the mother. Ninjara hears this and she's like, I don't look that old. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, it's a really good comic, so it's pretty cool. And then we have this one where they meet the mutant animals, or present mutant animals, invasion from space. And I think this is the biggest one they've had. This is 96 pages. This is, I got it for $1, but it's 96 pages. Can you believe that? And then, of course, this is the Archie Comics adaptation of the 1999 movie. I actually had this before. My sister, I think, has this somewhere stored away with other comics she's had. So, alright, now here we go. This is issue 28 right here. If you got these comics, you probably know the issues. And I'm pretty sure this is where Chris Bores, the irate gamer, when he did his review on the comics, kind of said it started to go downhill. Honestly, I don't think these guys, you see what that poster is, I don't think those guys went downhill in these comics. I think they improved. But this is issue 28. And at the end of this issue is where we get the introduction of Ninjara. Right there. And then we have the continuation. And it's right after this one, which I think is issue 30, where she sides with them and becomes part of the team. And essentially Raphael's girlfriend. There's more right there. And it's really interesting. You know, the one thing I always said to myself was, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree that read this comic, they never really, they should have, well, basically what they should have done with Ninjara is they should have brought her into the animated series in the later seasons. Instead of bringing in that Carter kid, they should have brought her in. Honestly, they should have. But, you know, they didn't. I mean, I'll admit this. When I first saw the episodes where they were introducing Carter, and he was wearing that helmet, first I'm thinking, it's got to be Ninjara. It wasn't. But, yeah. You know, again, I wish they would have brought her in. Would have made more intrigue. I mean, I can tell you this. I can tell you honestly, there's not a day, anytime I watch the season 8 or season 9 intros and all that, that when they show the scene where Raphael is ducking under the couch and pulling down Leo and Mike with him, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think one of them, that I imagine has not just, one of them's not Mikey, but one of them, that one of, either Mikey or Leo's replaced by Ninjara, and it's, you know, so, but yeah, I really wish they would have brought her in. That would have been really cool. But unfortunately they didn't do it, so what are you going to do? Alright, now these here, this is really interesting. One of the things that the comic did, which I guess was a part of it or something, is they turned these into a poster. So basically, if you hung these side, if you put these side by side, these 3 issues, you basically get like one picture. So anyway, this is issue 38. This is a 3-parter crossover they did with the mutant animals. And then this is the second part to that crossover, continued in mutant animals. And then right here you have the final part. Now here we have the Future Shark trilogy. I actually have 2 copies of the last part of it. But this is a really interesting one, the Future Shark trilogy, because we find out from Future Raph that you know, Wrath in the present may not be lasting that long with Ninjara,